All sorts of stuff has gone on. My goodness, incredible UFC over the weekend. Main event steals the show. But what about the co-main? Anthony Johnson is flat out the scariest guy in the UFC by a factor of 10. There is nobody's name you can draw out of the hat where you're going to swallow deeper and go, oh, crap, than Anthony Johnson. And if he was the champion, that might not be the case. Would he still be scary? Yeah, he would, but you'd still be excited for the opportunity. All right, it's a title fight. It's a this or that, a main event. Boy, you draw that name out of the hat right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The only guy that probably doesn't care is Daniel Cormier. But he's the baddest dude in the world. Nobody else wants to fight that son of a gun. And I can't blame him. I mean, the power he's got in his hands. I don't know if we've seen anything like it in MMA. I'd have to go back to early Vitor Belfort days, and then I'd have to go to Mike Tyson, which of course isn't MMA, but that's what I'd have to go to. It's that level of ferociousness, of power, of ability to connect. And when you watch it on TV, you might not even know. You might not even be able to appreciate it. It is really hard to hit a moving target. It's really hard. And until you try it, you don't know that. But it is. The geometry, the trigonometry, the luck, the physics, everything that goes into landing a shot where you want, while it's moving, while you're moving, is incredible. So not only has he got his accuracy down, not only has he got his timing down, but then he finds the power. And there's so many people with power, but they don't have all three. They've got the power, but it doesn't land. Or they don't have the timing right. Doesn't matter how hard you punch if it misses. Take the perfect shot. If it doesn't go in the hoop, it doesn't score any points. Well, Johnson's got them all. He's got the timing. He's got the power, and he's got the accuracy. I can't remember the last time he threw an air ball. I can't remember the last time Anthony Johnson threw a punch that didn't hit something. I can't remember the last time he threw a punch that didn't hit something and hurt it. All right, get him out of the way. You move into the main event. Boy, I thought it was incredible. I thought it was incredible. They went toe-to-toe. I mean, Conor almost got stopped. Conor was fatigued and tired, and that's just going to happen. That's just going to happen in a 25-minute fist fight. That's going to happen. When you factor in weight and that now you've got a bigger guy, it doesn't matter what kind of shape you're in, that size matters. And Nate didn't happen in the first round, but eventually he got his hands on him, and he pushed him into the fence, and he started to wear him down. And I think we were all thinking, all right, he's not going to hold up. Well, he did. Well, he's not going to hold up once it starts grappling. Conor stopped a lot of it. And boy, did Nate have his moment. I don't know who won the fight. In my opinion, when the fight was over, I wasn't sure. I watched it with my wife. And neither one of us knew for sure. We were kind of split, and we just didn't know. And even the judges didn't know. Right? Remember the decision came in, one of them had it a draw. It was that close of a contest, and Nate almost had a finish. I thought he was going to stop him. Conor dropped Nate a couple of times. Conor's probably thought his supporters probably thought they were going to stop Nate. I mean, it was just this back and forth battle. And at the end of the night, and I always listen to the commentators. I always listen to Rogan and Goldberg because I feel like they're being fed information. They have earpieces in, so I feel like they're trying to steer the narrative. And if you listen to them, then you kind of know what's going to happen in the future. And they were talking part 3. The fighters were talking, let's do it a third time. Conor laid out the promo. Nate accepted. It looked like that's where it was going to go. Dana came out. He was on Colin Cowherd, and he said no. He said Conor's got a couple of options. He can go after Aldo or Alvarez. I'm going to put him in a title spot. Going to put him in one of those weights. We'll find out what he wants to do, but Nate's off the table. Okay, great. Love surprises. Didn't see that coming. I will tell you guys this. I have asked you for your input. Audible.com/Chael. Here's the deal. Audible.com/Chael. Get over there. Download yourself a book. First 30 days is free first download is on me. Now, here's the trade-off. Here's what I want back. I love this service. I like to learn things. I don't like to read. I never did. I didn't like it at school. It was a chore. I did not like it. I liked the information I could get from some of the books. But I didn't want to have to sit down and do the reading. That's not a good time for me. So I solved that problem with Audible. Audible.com/Chael. Get over there. Download yourself a book. First 30 days is free. First download is on me. But here's the deal. I want you guys to tweet me. I want your suggestions. It's got to be nonfiction, and it's got to be entertaining. And I just read a book on nutrition, and I'm not going to tell you what it's called because I don't like it. Even though it's nonfiction and this guy's opinion, I don't like it. I don't agree with his opinions. And nutrition is so across the board, it just makes me bang my head into the wall. I'm from one of the very few industries on this planet that to do your job, you have to make weight. Could you imagine that in any other line of work, your boss weighs you in? Could you even imagine the PR and the backlash that you'd have if to do your job, your boss weighed you in first? So, yeah, I do hold myself to a different standard when it comes to nutrition. I hold myself as an expert, and I think I've got the right. And I am so tired of hearing people talk about eating certain kind of nuts and grains. They can't prove if carbohydrates are good or bad. They can't prove proteins are good or bad. They can't prove any of this. Calories trump everything. You want to lose weight? You've got to burn more calories than you consume. You want to gain weight? Burn less calories than you consume. I was just at now Front Row Brian is on the line. He's listening to me here. So Brian, let me finish and get this out, but I'll tell you the story. I was at the airport, and when I go to the airport, and I was coming back from ESPN, so I'm in Bristol, Connecticut, there is a Dunkin' Donuts on the other side of security. And this little girl had just had a donut, and she wanted another, and her dad tells her no, and I listened to the whole conversation. And the reason is he doesn't want her to have more sugar. But I'm looking at it going, first off, you don't have a problem with sugar because you just let her have a donut. So now you're just saying she can't have enough of it to be full. It's not a money issue, okay? I'm not teasing. It's 40 cents. It's not a money issue. But you've decided as a parent to limit her. It's insane. If you're anti-sugar, you don't do the donut. If she needs 3 of them to have a full breakfast, then give her 3 of them. If you got a fat kid, we're having a whole nother conversation. Stop with this insanity. I know parents that won't let their kids have pop. Fair enough. Well, here's the question, though. Are you eventually going to let him have it? Well, yeah. Okay, so you're not anti-soda. You just think that you shouldn't let them have it at this age, but it should be another age. It simply doesn't make sense. And they get this from these pricks that write these books on nutrition, and they never know what they're talking about, which is why the diet wave changes constantly. It used to be eat carbs, white rice, and potatoes, and you'll lose weight. Then you had this big anti-carb with the Atkins, which is long gone. Nobody even talks about it anymore. To eat fats and none of them know. You're either gaining weight or you're losing weight. And after that, shut up. Shut up about your nutrition. I have argued, Brian, you're listening to me rant. I'll finish it with this, and then I want to get into you with stuff. I have listened to nutritionalists, and I have told them, I could lose weight eating nothing but Oreos and drinking Coca-Cola. And I'll have nutritionalists get so mad and tell me how insane. I go, well, no, it's true. Now, I can't eat very many Oreos, and I wouldn't be able to have very many Cokes. But if my calories from Oreos and Coke are less than what I'm burning in a day, I'm going to lose weight. And they'll pull their head out thinking that's insane, but they're the ones that are wrong. I'm right.